Hi FlossTube, my name's Kiara Osborne. I'm currently living in Arkansas. We recently relocated from Queens, New York, which is part of New York City, to Arkansas. I'm married for almost 24 years to my husband, and I promise to get rid of the us. That's something that drives me nuts. I have 3 kids, a 19-year-old in college up in Rochester, a 13-year-old boy who has nonverbal autism. So if you hear any noise, that may be him. And I have an almost 8-year-old little girl who was a change of life baby. I am a total self-taught crafter. I've done scrapbooking, I've done stamped embroidery, which is how I got started into stitching many, many moons ago. I taught myself how to sew clothes. I've always been attracted to quilting, and the pandemic allowed me to really deep dive into quilting, and I love it. That's my Christmas present from my husband. It's a handy quilter Moxie, which I'm loving learning how to free motion quilt. I'm very nervous. I'm loving life in Arkansas. It is fabulous. I'm always been a small town girl at heart. My grandparents had a farm in upstate New York, and I owe all my crafting to my grandma and my mom. My grandma was a seamstress, super talented, could knit, could do it all, and I wish I had paid better attention because I taught myself how to sew in 2010. Totally self-taught, YouTube videos for everything, including learning how to cross stitch. I took cross stitching up in August of last year. And it's something I always wanted to do. My mom is an avid, or she was, she's still with us, but she doesn't do it anymore. She was an avid needle pointer, and just the work she did would amaze me. Needlepoint was never anything I liked. I liked the stamped embroidery because I had nobody to teach me counted cross stitch, which I have always been intrigued by. So I took a deep dive into that and quilting during the pandemic and loved every bit of both of it. I quilt. This is actually a temporary house for us. We're moving in about 6 to 8 weeks to our forever home that we're building, and I will have a room with my long arm and all my crafts. This is only maybe, what I have here is maybe a third of what I actually own. But this was a rental house, and we were going to be here for 6 months, and I knew that I would need to be able to do something for these 6 months because I don't really know anybody here except my aunt and uncle and my cousins, and they have their own lives, which is fine. But I like to be busy in craft and make gifts for people. And I'm actually beginning to get some stuff for our house done because I have a very big vision of what I want in the house, which is good. So let's go into it. I've told you my name. My name is Kiara Osborne, and I'm not fancy with titles or anything. And because I do so much, I didn't want to give it really a stitchy name because I quilt, I do vinyl crafts. I don't scrapbook anymore, which I kind of miss. And I did pack up a lot of my scrapbook stuff. My daughter has no scrapbook pages at all, and my other 2 have so much. Maybe I'll do something for her. I don't know. But I like to be busy, and I like to do different things. So today I'm going to show you cross stitching, and I think for the next one, if this goes well, I will bring in that I have out. I have a couple of the needle points my mom made for me, and I have one framed piece of stamped embroidery that I did. which helped with doing, I know how to do French knots and all that stuff because I did embroidery. So I'm gonna dig in. I only have, believe it or not, one fully finished piece, and I'm gonna be honest, it's not, I'm not in love with it. And these, I thought I was gonna love doing these. I hate them. This is the only one I finished, and I didn't start February. March, I decided to change because I thought the leprechauns on it were creepy. And I've only done a little bit on it. I think I only have the house done, and it's not, I did not bring it in my whips because I took part in the Steel City Stitchers March Madness. So this is my Country Cottage Needleworks January sampler of the month. I hated it. I've decided that I stopped buying them after March, and I will finish these, but they're not for me, so I'm not going to keep doing them if I'm not going to enjoy it. But this is my finish, and these are the these are Priscilla's Pretty Plaids. I really like the colors on them, and I probably will get more because I think these make awesome quilt bindings more than anything else. So that's my one fully finished, but I do have several finishes that I've done so far. These are all finishes I've done this year because I don't think I finished really anything in 2020. This was a pattern from Fat Quarter Shop. It was a digital download. It's Happiness is Homemade. I'm not sure I want to finish it in the hoop that they had, so it's just sitting here waiting to be finished. Then I have, this was one of my Whip Go pieces, and I really love how this came out. This fabric came from Fat Quarter Shop. It's a 14 count. I am an Ada stitcher. I just tried even weave, was not for me. And because my son is low functioning autism, I have to be able to get up to go, and he's constantly what's called in the autism community stimming, and it's a verbal stim and very loud. So I want to be at peace with my stitching. So I found the even weave to be very difficult. Maybe I'll try it again. Never saying never, but I actually like 18 and 20 count Ada. So I think I'm just going to stay on Ada because it makes me happy. This is from Cherry Hill Stitchery. I don't have the pattern. It was a digital download. It was a PDF, and I love this. I bought a bunch of Christmas finishing pieces that are packed up in our garage here. So when we move and I get all that stuff out, I think I'm gonna have a finishing party. So I love this, makes me happy. I love Christmas though, so of course it is. Okay, then this was a piece I did for March Madness, super quick stitch. This is from Hello Liz Matthews. This was a free pattern. I am in love with this. Reminds me of Harry Potter. I know other people have said this, but I'm also thinking I'm gonna make this for a pillow because I really want to do a dough bowl. And I know this is a little bit large, but also for my new craft room, I think that'll be super cute on one of my displays, because one of the things I'm doing, we brought no furniture with us, okay? We moved from New York and it was so expensive to move, but best thing ever. You don't want to live in a pandemic in New York. And thankfully we had a house in New York, but it was so hard. But I think I'm gonna make a pillow out of this. Oh, and this fabric came from Hobby Lobby, and I coffee tea dyed it. I am in love with coffee tea dyeing. I bought a whole bunch of stuff to Rit dye. That's gonna be my new obsession, I think. But I'm scared to do it here because we have Formica counters, and I don't want to stain them because this is a rental. Excuse me. I know I talk fast. I am from New York. This is another favorite pattern of mine. This is Kind Words from Not Forgotten Farms. It was a download. She has an Etsy shop. I loved it. Quick stitch. I think this is going to be another pillow. Then again, it may be a wall hanging, but I just believe our words matter so very much in this world. And why be mean when you can be kind? Okay. Then this was part of my March Madness. This was actually my winner in the Steel City Stitchers March Madness. And I'm still not sure how I'm gonna finish it, but this is Be Mine from Priscilla and Chelsea, Stitching with the Housewives. I like their patterns. They're cute. They fit the farmhouse vibe. I'm going for, in my new house, I'm going for an industrial farmhouse look, so that works. And then this is another thing. I love stitching patriotic. This was Land of the Free from Little House Needleworks. It was a kit. It came with the floss, the fancy floss and everything, and I loved it. And this was it. This was the finish. This just made me happy. So happy. And then I think I have one more finish, and this was a whip go piece. This was part of my March, I have two more finishes. This was a March whip go piece, and another Stitching with the Housewives pattern. This is Gingham Greetings 2. It was part of Jolly July. I'm gonna finish it into an ornament, and I think it's gonna be a gift for somebody. I haven't decided. I may keep it. And then this is my bag with all my Stitching with the Housewives ornaments. I need to get some more floor. Yeah, I have Chicken Joy, Gingham Greetings, one. Oh, and then I really want to finish this because I bought the finishing piece. This is Santa Claus is Coming to Town, but I'm not sure I'm going to do it on black. I don't mind stitching on black, but why be like everybody else? And this bag, this is one of my Christmas bags. This came from Lake House Stitch Company on Etsy. And then my final piece, this is going to be another gift for somebody. This was one of the first patterns I ever bought. It's from the Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, really cute. I changed a couple things. They had faces on their pumpkins. I'm not a face on your pumpkin kind of girl, and this is so cute. I love this. I'm actually going to use a piece of this. I took part in the Leela May retreat, which is how I started stitching on the even weave, and I think I'm going to use this to stitch a couple of the pieces. This is 14 count Legacy Ada from Picture This Plus, and I love it. I didn't bring in my thing of all my tea dyed. Maybe I'll bring that the next video. Okay, so now we're gonna go to whips. This is, I don't have a picture of the finish. Oh, I can show this. This is Fright Night from Fat Quarter Shop, and it was a mystery stitch along. Another thing I learned, I don't like mystery stitch alongs. I want to see the whole pattern. But I started this. This was Whip Go for March. And my goal was 5 days. And this is everything I did in the 5 days. I did the word Halloween, and I started this spider web. This spider web is a pain in the rear. And I think I'm going to have to come out here and sit because I can actually see the white out here. I wear readers for up close work, unless I don't have my contacts in. If I don't have my contacts in, I can actually see with nothing and just a light. So that was Fright Night. Then, oh, this was another Whip Go piece. I am like the world's slowest stitcher, I will tell you. This is Boot to You from Stitching with the Housewives. I'm a huge Disney fan, and I love this. This just reminds me of Disney because they have the Boot to You parade, I believe it's called. So this is where I am. I'm finally making progress. I worked on this last night. I put the rest of this thing in so I can fill it in. And I just have a little bit here. So hopefully this will get finished. This was February Whip Go, and my goal was to finish it. Didn't finish it. I did get 5 days on it in February, so I'm not gonna, but it'll be done. I work on it a little bit. I used it for March Madness, and it's going. These are whips that I all did during March Madness because I have a huge amount of whips and I don't want to bore you all. And this is enough, I think, for the first video, because here I am. I'm already on 15 minutes. I didn't think I could talk for 15 minutes straight. So something people don't know about me, growing up in New York, it's not common. I am what I refer to as a not real Catholic. We actually go to an Episcopal church because they are so accepting of my son. The Catholic Church was not accepting of my son, so we moved, and they have online ceremonies in New York, so we spend a lot of time doing that, and they're so good to my son. They've become family. So I love hymns. My grandpa loved hymns. I can remember him singing them. My grandpa was a singer. So I love hymns. So when I found out about this series coming out, I signed up for it through Crazy Annie's Stitching. And so it's called Sunday Stitches. And this one is Be Thou My Vision. I'm doing it pretty much with all the called for colors, except you see the flower right there? I changed the color of my flowers. I made my flowers pink, see? And these are all fancy flosses. Yeah, a couple weeks dye works and mostly classic color works, but these colors make me so happy. And this is another piece of coffee tea dye that I did. I'm gonna work on this because I only got one word in this during March. People weren't very nice in my stamp samplers. I love these. I'm turning into a sampler girl. I watch Brenda and the Serial Starter, and I am in love with them. They show such cute stuff. So here's another Sunday Stitches. This is Amazing Grace. When I knew that they had this one, Amazing Grace is one of my favorite hymns of all time. So this is it. Probably should let me take it out so you don't get such a huge glare. I love this. This I am doing everything with the called for colors. And it's on another piece that I coffee tea dyed. I have like an entire basket of fabric from different places and stuff I coffee tea dyed. And this one, I start wherever I want. Sometimes I'll start in the center. And this one I started up because it had a distinct border. I started up in the corner. I love needle minders, and I am a hoop girl. I think part of it is because I started many moons ago in the hoop, and I also broke my left elbow twice. So I don't have a lot of grasp to be able to hold things in my hands, in my left hand. Oh, don't want to use that. Oh, this bag, it's a really cute tulip pink bag, and I got it on Etsy. I don't remember the seller, but if you're interested, let me know. I'll just go through my purchases and find out who it is. Oh, this goes into plans. Hold on. Okay. I don't have a picture of this. Oh, wait, no, maybe I do. Maybe I do. Maybe the picture's in here. Yes. Okay. This came from Etsy. I am a huge Disney fan. We own the Disney Vacation Club. I don't know if it says who's this from. Like I said, I got it off Etsy. Oh, this is from a place called My Easy Stitch. This was another part of March Madness. I actually thought this one was going to be mine, but it didn't. So this is on an Ada from Hobby Lobby. And it's just something just 2 shades of blue. They're classic. Some people, yeah, I'm using classic Colorworks, old blue jeans, and rain shower. And I'm loving how they're coming out. Blue is my favorite color. So when I chose the color for this, That's what I chose. This is on a bag I just got at the dollar spot at Target. Is there anything in here? Oh, we'll show this another time. Okay, they called the numbers for Whipco this month. Not happy. Okay, everybody's been doing these month samplers, and they look like great ideas when they come out, and then I go get them because I'm totally enabled by FlossTube, and they come and I hate them. I think it comes from I don't like being told what to stitch. Okay, so the numbers called, I think, were 3 and 21, and on 3 and 21 of mine are hands-on design, a year of celebrations. I love this. I actually like this one much better than the monthly markings I bought. The monthly markings is sitting in a basket, totally unstarted, because I don't know, just because. So this is it, and I did start in January, and this is where I got on the January. Not too bad. He's right there, so not too bad. So my goal generally is 5 days each to stitch on. So because this was called twice, I have to stitch 10 days. So think I'm going to finish January, and then I'm going to move on to April, May, and I may work on this now but it won't count towards April's Whipco. But I think I'm going to try to get April, May, June, and July done because they're not big. They're only, okay, they're 50 by 50, and they say to do them on linen, 32 count Belfast. So I'm saying this is probably a 16 count Ada. I don't know what color this is. I think this might be a Hobby Lobby, but what I'm going to do is after I finish this one, I bought this from Vintage Needle Arts on Etsy, and this is a 16 count Ada, and the color is Rodeo. I don't want to take it out because, oh, maybe I can open it and you guys can see, and I really like that. So it's similar enough. It doesn't have to be matchy in my opinion, as long as they go. So I guess I have to see what floss I have, if that's what I'm going to do. And if not, I'll have to go to either Hobby Lobby or place an order. So that's all the whips I'm going to bore you with today. But how about I show you a little bit of haul I got recently, which also corresponds to some plans, because I really want to get into stitching Americana kind of things, I think. So, and I'll show you how all over the place my stitching is. Okay, this came yesterday. It is from Forbidden Fiber Company. I watch Mary Ashcraft, and she raves about them, and they had a Gilmore Girls kit. I'm not a huge Gilmore Girls person, but they have a Mandalorian one. My husband is a huge Mandalorian fan. He has a Mandalorian tattoo. We love Disney. We love Star Wars. We're that age. We were the Star Wars generation. Okay, so I got some Forbidden Fiber fancy floss. First of all, let me say, super quick shipping. And I'll be honest, I didn't know what to expect. So I just bought a range of colors of different things I thought I might use. Look at this. Is this not to die for? Oh, I can even show you on this. They gave me a white envelope. How about that? Let me just show you all these so you can see. Like, oh my goodness. How beautiful are all these? Look at this pink. Oh my goodness. Look at this. Oh, and of course it's called bubblegum. Is that not the greatest pink? And fruit punch, sugar plum, look at this blue. Atmosphere, Jingle Bells, Fern. Oh, this is a Harry Potter Slytherin, though I don't know if that's really Slytherin to me, but it's a pretty color regardless. Garnet. Oh, Winifred, of course. Hocus Pocus. I love Hocus Pocus. Chipmunk. Oh, look, my Peloton is showing, which I should be doing instead of recording a video, but I wanted to get a FlossTube out there. Christmas Ivy. Oh, look at this Big Apple. Oh, that's to die for. And then Winter Wheat. I just picked a bunch. Oh, and they also sent me a bunch of floss drops. How cool is that? I just ordered a bunch of colors. I wanted to see what they were like, so I am in love. I use everything. I think the only thread I think I have a Gentle Arts because somebody sent it to me. But I use everything. I use EMC, I use Cosmo. I like Cosmo. The pumpkin spice one was done with mostly Cosmo. Oh, to die for. But I have this right here. This just makes me happy. These are my fancy flosses that are not kitted up in projects or came from other projects that are done. Doesn't that just make you happy? It makes me happy. I'm trying to start packing up our stuff, so I'm trying to keep my cross stitch in a place where I can get at it because cross stitch is way more portable than quilting is. Oh, now let me tell you about this. I watch Pam and Steph Just Keep Stitching, okay? And they're huge Twin Peaks people, and few floss tubes ago, they were talking about their kits. Well, they had this kit. I love Americana, okay? Always have, always will. We're very patriotic here. I'm a member of the DAR and all that. I also do genealogy. It's just the whole thing. Well, they had this. Let me take it out. It's not really glaring, but at least it's not glaring to me, and I don't want Stars and Stripes and the Deep Blue Sea. Okay. Love. So I got this. It came in this great project bag with what the pattern looks like. And then I don't know how to say this. Jus Designs, X-Jus Designs. All these flosses came in it. A little bag of candy. And this Ada is 14 count brown paper from X-Jus Designs. Is that not pretty? I don't know if I'm going to use this or if I want to go a little bit more coffee tea dye. Oh, and look at the thread keep I got. That came in it. This all came in it. It was it really wasn't that pricey. I think it was in the $50 range. I know this one is sold out, but they have two other ones I'm looking at. And now that I know how great they're packed, I would definitely, and super quick shipping. Oh my God, super quick. I love that one. So I'm going to show you a bunch of the stuff that I would like to work on. None of this is kitted up. I have a whole bag of stuff kitted up, but this is just stuff more recent stuff I've bought. Okay. I really want to do this one. America the Beautiful from Heart and Hand. Like you'll see, my everything I pick is all over the place. I love this. And it looks like it's 32 count. What is it? 200 by 33 on 32 count, but I could do an 18 count and be a little bit smaller. The finish is 13 by 2.5. So maybe I won't do any smaller, but I love this. And I think it would be such a quick stitch. I need a couple of things that are such a quick stitch, you know, especially since it's taken me so long to do Boo to You. Then there's this one. Oh, I love this. This I think I bought not too long ago. I do a lot of my purchasing from Annabella's on Etsy. This is the Baltimore Salt Box. Now this is gonna finish 3 1/8 by 5 3/8, and it's on 14 count. So I may do it a little smaller. I actually really like 16 count better than 14 count. So, but I will be honest, I don't think I have any of these colors, so I would have to get them. But, oh, this is from, oh, this would be my first Brenda Gervais pattern too. But, yeah, excited about that one. I think this might go to the top of the pile, especially since it's not that big. Then I've never done Bent Creek, and I love this one too. Stars and Stripes, and it'll go with my gnomes. Do you collect gnomes? I collect gnomes. Gnomes and Ray Dunn. Done it for years, except living here in Arkansas, there's a lot more Ray Dunn to be had. So for me, that's good. I like Ray Dunn. I can't believe I've been talking to you all for 30 minutes. Didn't know I had it in me. Now, I saw this. I love the movie Calamity Jane. I saw this, had to have it. This is from Little House Needleworks, Tumbleweeds. I figure if a girl wants to be a legend, she should just go ahead and be one. How awesome is that? And being the mom of 2 girls, I think this is just fabulous. Okay, so what's that? Oh. So this is another one. A lot of these, I've always liked the Little House Needleworks and Country Cottage Needleworks. I think that's what started me. I saw the Betsy Ross and the Little Americans, and I saw those and I had to do it. Of course, I haven't started them, but I saw this. I had to have this. This is Summer House Stitcheworks. Be Happy. Now, I will be honest, this is just a card with a pattern on the back. This one's going to be a pain for me to read. I like color patterns, but it's so cute, and it would go with my bees up in the other room. I don't know why I picked this one, just because I probably like, oh, look at this. It's got floss in it. I kitted this up because I started in August. I wanted to do autumn stuff. So I don't know when I'm going to start this, but I still love this. This is Lulu Stitches. That I saw a glare on. Autumn Fling. How cute is that? That is cute. I am not super cutesy, but I like. Now this next one, if I ever get up the courage to do it, will be for my mom. My mom loves angels. She's like addicted to angels. She has this. When Christmas comes, I'll see if I can find any pictures eventually. I'm not up to putting pictures in my video yet. Total noob. But my mom loves angels. So I saw this. And this is Teresa Kogut. I love Teresa Kogut. How awesome is that? This is fabulous. But oh, this isn't the one. There's another one that's really big that I bought, but this is only 6.5 by 6.25. So this one may get done because I can see it getting done, and I just like it, and my mom would like it. So okay, so the next one is, this is another kit. This is very similar to the Land of the Free I showed you. This is by Little House Needleworks, and this came with the floss too, so I just have to, came with floss, but then I have a bag of floss. I wonder why I have a bag in both. I don't know, but we'll figure that out later. This is Home of the Brave. The other one's stitched up so quick, so I figured this one should go pretty quick and I can knock it out pretty fast. And it's only a 5x4, so it's 74 by 59. I love the blue house. Come on, how can you not love that blue house? And look, let's see. Blue jeans. Okay, it came with the Classic Colorworks, so now I'm trying to figure out what these are. What these are in there. Let's see. Are they the same colors? No, they're not the same colors. All right, so I'll just pull these out. I don't know why they were in there. But these are them. How great. I love that. And I know I have linen for this, so that's not linen, Aida, so. Oh, these are old colors though. You know what I think? I think this maybe a bit was a return or something, and it had this in there because unless I ordered extra colors, could have done that too. Since I take things out of the package and then just put them away. Anyway, thanks for spending time with me. Be kind in the comments, like and subscribe. And I don't know how often I'm going to do these because my life is about to get insane. My husband's going back to work. He's been retired for 2 years. He was a police officer in the city of New York, NYPD. So, but he's going back to work soon. So hopefully my life won't be too insane. And thanks for spending time. I can't wait to get to know you all. Thank you for being so sweet on message boards and Instagram. And can't wait to see you guys again. All right. Bye-bye.